It's no secret that I love crafting with mason jars, and I always run to Dollar Tree to grab them because they have small size and large ones for $1.25. Great deal. We're going to start with one of their smaller ones. We're going to remove the little tag from the bottom. We're going to remove the cap because we're not going to need it, and then we're going to wipe it really well. Sometimes they get really dusty sitting on the shelves. We're going to paint this one white, and I am using Waverly chalk paint in the white. I'm going to give it 2 coats and let it dry. I'm going to grab one of these Dollar Tree tags. They are meant to be able to write with a chalk. I'm going to grab one of them, and I'm going to make a smaller version of it. It was just a little too big for the mason jar we're using. So I'm just going to keep the same tag look, just cut it. And then we're going to take this marker. This is a paint marker. It has a thin and a thick point. I'm going to use the thin one, and then we are going to just create a stitch-like design all around the edge. I do have these markers in my Amazon store. If you want to check them out, they are linked in the description box. So I'm going to do that stitch look all the way around, and then we're going to head on to the sticker aisle. Dollar Tree has an entire aisle dedicated to stickers, and I love all the selection. I am going to take these beautiful farmhouse style ones. We are going to remove the one that has this beautiful hope design, and it fits right inside in the middle of the tag perfectly. It already has a little sticky in the back, but you can use hot glue if you want to. I'm going to remove the little string that is already on there. Now we're going to replace it with some jute string. At first, I thought I would just thread it through, but then I changed my mind because we're going to create a little bow, just simple bow, using the same string. We're going to cut off the excess, and we're going to hot glue it to the front. So instead of threading the jute string through the little hole, we're just going to hot glue it to the back, and that way everything looks nice and even. I'm going to leave that to the side for just a quick second. I'm going to bring in the dried mason jar. We're just going to dry brush a few stripes here and there just to create a distressed look. This is using the Waverly chalk paint in the elephant tone. It's just like a dark gray. Look how cute that looks. Just very natural. I'm going to take more of that jute string. We're just going to wrap it around the top of the lid portion, and we're just going to do it several times and then secure it in place with hot glue. Once that's in place, then we're going to place the tag around that same section, tied in the back with a knot, removing excess, and then adding a little bit of hot glue to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. We're going to keep this one simple. We're just going to add a beautiful yellow peony right inside, and I love the way this one turned out. Such a farmhouse style. I love that style. It's just so fresh. What do you think of this one? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take another small mason jar, and then we're going to remove the lid and the sticky portion from the bottom. This one was not coming off as smooth, so I did have to use my heating tool, and it comes off really easy when you do that. Once that was off, we're just going to wipe it really well to remove any smudges and dust. This one, we're going to use some Artisa yellow paint because I didn't have any other paint. And let me tell you, using acrylic paint versus chalk paint just makes me realize why I love chalk paint. The coverage is so much better. But nonetheless, this is what I had on hand. So we're going to do 3 coats. This is the first coat, and I'm going to show you all 3 coats so you kind of see the difference it makes. We're going to create almost as if the paint is dripping off of the top. So we're just going to wiggle it around and just do whatever feels right. This is the second coat, and you can see it starts to look better, but it's still not good enough. So we will do a 3rd coat, and that really does the work. Now, you don't have to do this. You can do it in any color you want. I thought yellow would look really well because we're going to make this a bee theme jar. Here's that 3rd coat, and that really does good. It could have probably done a 4th coat, but I was done. I was done with that 3rd coat. So we're just going to finish this one and put that to the side. And this is what it's looking like. Look how cute. All right, so now Dollar Tree has these little animal insects, I guess. They're like little stickers. And I'm just going to grab 4 of the bees, remove the little paper from the back, and we're just going to stick them. We're going to stick them here and there in the front of the jar, but you can do it anywhere you want. I did end up adding a 5th one in the greenery that we're going to add in just a little bit. This last one was not sticking too well with the glass and not the paint, so we're just going to add a little dab of hot glue, and it did the work. We're going to add some greenery, keep it simple, and this is where I decided to add one more bee right there that is joining the team. But look how gorgeous this is. I absolutely love the way this one turned out, but I'd love to know what you think. Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take another small jar. I love these small ones. Remove the lid and the paper, wipe it well once again. And this one we are going to paint again, but we're going to do a different technique. We're going to use two paints. We're going to use this Waverly chalk paint in the moss tone and the white one. We're going to create an ombre look, so we're going to go from dark at the bottom and lighten it up until almost white at the top. Now, I'm not an expert at blending, okay? I've never, ever claimed that because I am not. And you're going to see at the end it's not perfect. But we got to try new things, and we have to just try it until we do our best. So anyways, we're going to just keep adding. And then as I move upwards towards the top of the jar, I'm just going to keep adding white paint until it lightens up. So there's the first coat. Not too bad, but it could be better for sure. So we're going to do a second coat doing the same exact thing, starting with the dark one and moving my way up with the lighter tones. Once it was fully dry, we're going to add these beautiful sticker butterflies. I love, love, love the way this one turned out. These butterflies have a golden tone. We're going to start with the larger one at the bottom, add a couple of the medium-sized ones, and then a small one at the top. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. All right, so this is what it's looking like. Now, I wanted to add something in the top portion, so we're just going to add this lacy ribbon from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to hot glue it in place and just add one layer. That's it, just to add a little bit of texture and character there to the top. Once it's hot glued, I'm just going to cut off the excess, of course. And then again, for this one, we're going to keep it quite simple. I am going to add some pink flowers because the butterflies do have kind of like a pink tone in there. I'm just going to add these and then some greenery. Again, keeping it simple, but highlighting the details from the entire design. And I got to tell you, this one is absolutely stunning. It's so simple, so feminine. Love the butterflies, and I love that we can use them again for another project. What do you think of this one? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to start with these little wooden pieces that you can find at Dollar Tree. I'm just going to grab a leaf and a flower and a little mushroom. You can add whatever you want to this project. I'm going to paint each one individually. This one, of course, is going to be green. Then we're going to add yellow and red tones just to have some fun and add color. We're going to put those to the side to let dry, and then we're going to bring in one of the larger jars from Dollar Tree. This one I already had on hand. I'm going to fill it up with some dirt. This is just potting soil that I had already here at home, and I'm just going to fill it up probably about maybe 2/3, if not maybe even half. Do whatever you want. It's up to you. Once it's in there, we are going to add some flowers into this tiny little pot that I found at Dollar Tree and some greenery. This is just going to add almost like a little potted plant. We're going to add that right there. I'm going to use my scissors to help me put everything in place. And then we're going to add the little wood pieces right around it. And that way it's just going to add, again, a pop of colors and just a cute little design. All right, so for this one, we're going to use a solar light from Dollar Tree. These are awesome. They have this tiny little butterfly, and I just love the way it just adds even one more layer of decor. We're going to put that in there, and you can see how it lights up. And then we're just going to hot glue it in place. That way it's going to go anywhere. So we're just going to add a little bit of hot glue, place it in there. The butterfly just has a new home. And look how stunning this looks. And the fact that it lights up at night is just an extra little perk. But what do you think of this one? Let me know down below. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY craft inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day.